Ken Medema here, and I am sitting today in a little home studio that I use to do some recording. And the purpose of today is that I want to introduce you to our newest CD project. This is a project I've been wanting to do for a long time. Been writing songs for this project for the last 10 years, and finally it has come together. And so I wanted to show you some of the songs. The title of the CD is Nothing Like the Rain. And the first song is kind of an autobiographical song, really. It's all about my life as a composer and songwriter, and how what happens to me in my life cuts into my songs. This is called Make Up a Song. Favorite lines.
Make up a song when you messed up somehow, when you can't change the harm you have done. Make up a song.
Make up a song when you're laughing. Sing through your tears when you're crying. Sing on the ground when you're crawling. Sing in the sky when you're flying. Sing everywhere. Put it all together. Make up a song and sing. That's song number one. Song number two is the title song of the album. It's called Nothing Like the Rain, and it gives three little portraits. The first portrait is a picture of a young woman who's going for a job interview after 2 years of being unemployed, and she's got all dressed up for the day, and she's all ready to go, and she pulls into the parking lot, gets out of her car, and lo and behold, the sky breaks loose in a pouring rain, and she is frustrated because now she looks like, well, you know what she looks like, having been dumped on by the sky, and she's not happy at all. The second portrait is of somebody whose beautiful California house was thrown into the bay after a mudslide in our winter rains. The third portrait is of an Australian cattle station worker who, when the time of wet comes, after all the months of dry, leaps and dances because he's so thrilled to see the big changes that rain brings. Rain is good for us, bad for us. It brings life, it brings death. There's nothing like the rain. It falls on the just and the unjust just the same. So let's hear just a little bit now of Nothing Like the Rain. Here we go.
She's late, and it's a 3-block walk from the parking lot to the interview that could change her life. 2 long years without a job, she's been thinking all day long about what to wear. Checks the sky, knows it's close, hopes she makes it in before the pouring rain. But the sky breaks loose relentlessly, and she stands there shouting, God, it's just not fair. Oh, there's nothing like the rain, falls on the job.
Song number 3 is a song called Just Suppose. St. Paul, in one of his epistles, says, I have learned in whatever state I am therein to be content. Really, Paul? And then there's that wonderful phrase that has become so much a part of our culture. Our friends in AA have made it so popular. God, give me the patience to accept what I cannot change, the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And this song asks the question, suppose I find myself in thus and thus situation, in jail or in a desert or walking the halls of power or far away from home and friends. Would I be willing, or would I dare to live courageously through that situation? Would I dare to ask for wisdom? Just suppose
I find myself on a crowded from deep inside, I am glad all things are well.
So let's move on. Song number 4 is called Have a Blessed Day. Now, you've probably heard 1,000 times people say to you, have a blessed day. I've heard it from salespeople, bankers, teachers, all kinds of people. And I think it's a way of folks saying, you know what, I'm a believer. Maybe you're a believer too, or I'm religious, or I don't know what it is. But I started thinking about that phrase we toss around, have a blessed day. And then I connected that with the book of Matthew, chapter 5, where Jesus says, how blessed are those who are poor, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. How blessed are those who hunger for justice, for they shall be satisfied. And I brought those ideas together in this song called Have a Blessed Day.
Or is there some kind of secret code behind the words they say when they say, have a blessed day? Oh yeah. Well, you can hear it in the grocery, you can hear it in the mall. Teachers, bankers, sales clerks, mechanics, I've heard it from them all. Do they want me just to feel good?
Let's skip ahead. We're going to skip one song, which I'll maybe mention later, but let's go ahead to song number 5. This is called Dream Singers. And the first verse celebrates some of my musical heroes, Pete Seeger, Woody Guthrie, Harry Belafonte, Bob Dylan, and more. It talks about the fact that they all sang a dream song for justice. They sang for the people whom the good life left behind. And I want to be able to sing like they sang. The second verse talks about the dream song that was sung in Philadelphia when the fathers of our country formed this fragile thing called the Constitution of the United States and dreamed a whole new kind of government, a whole new kind of nation, and how that dream has been distorted and changed until the sound of the dream song is covered beneath the sound of building walls. And the third verse talks about the dream singer Jesus, who sang his dream song in Jerusalem. Love one another as I have loved you. Dream singers.
But if you dare to try to see it, the dream will stay alive for one more day. They sang a dream song back in Philadelphia, a song a nation could call its own. It was a song that people would sing together.
Let's skip forward a little bit. I want you to hear a little bit of a song called The Real Thing. This is my plea for churches to come alive with communion, connection, conversation. No, we're not going to do the real thing. I'm going to sing you instead the very last song on the album, and I'm going to sing it live to you. And the reason is because I forgot to load the real thing into the CD player. But you have an idea of the album. It really is an album about dreaming, about justice, about mercy, about living life to the full. But the last song is maybe my favorite. It goes like this. Oh, the song is alive everywhere. Oh, the song is alive everywhere. And blessed are the ones who get to give the pitch, 'cause the song is alive everywhere. That's the way I feel about You who are part of my community of friends and followers, you are people who know the song of God, the dream of justice, the song of love and mercy is alive everywhere. And you are the ones who get to give the pitch, who get to help us know how to sing that song and to bring it to life in our world. I hope you enjoyed our little look at Nothing Like the Rain. You can order it on our website, www.kenmedema.com. Sorry for this kind of low-tech way of doing this. We weren't able to hook up any fancy sound. We just sort of played the album. I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.
USB.
Oh, yes, thank you, Beverly. We also have the album on a USB drive, so you can stick it right in your USB player in your car, because your car, probably if it's a new car, doesn't even have a CD player anymore. So you can put our little USB drive in your computer and in the USB player in your car. I think that's all. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.